RATT with Shame, Shame, Shame. This is the CVT Guitar Lesson. For Alan B. He's my one of my metal dudes. And you're right, dude. Tough one, but we're talking more in DeMartini here. The tuning in this is drop D. You wanted the intro too, so the very beginning. And once again, drop D is the same as standard. I'm sure you're familiar with it, but you just drop string 6 down a whole step to where that's a D, and then the rest is A, D, G, B, E. The very beginning, you'll hear a few ways to go about it. He's probably got this in standard and drops it down a whole step. Another thing you could do, if you got a lock here, kind of pull the neck back, but it's going to be hard to get it a whole step, you know, and then relieve the neck. But anyways, coming in, and you want to back the gain off a little bit here, and then you'll whammy a little bit on that. 10D, slide to 12. 10 slide to 12 D. 10 G pinch, quarter step bend or half step, just real slight, and you'll go. And then palm mute 12 D, and then go 12 G. Bend, release, and then go 10, 12. Bend, release, pull off to 10, vibrato. 12D, pull off to 10. And then 12A and D. And then 12D again kind of starts over here. 10G pinch, bend. And then, here's where it kind of starts over. This is 25 seconds in. 10D, slide to 12. Pinch the G, half step bend. Palm mute 12D. 12G, bend, hold, release. And then you'll go 10G, 12, 10D. And then 12A, slide to 10, vibrato. So that's... Okay, then 40 seconds in, you start it over, 10D, slide to 12. And it changes up here, your vibrato, 13B. And then 12G, 13B, you're gonna pick them both, but bend the G a whole step. On the G, go 10, 12, bend, release, pull off to 10. And then 12, pull 10D. 12A, slide to 10, pull to 8. And then 10E, or 10A, then 10E. And then you'll bend that a whole step. Okay, so that's the whole intro part, the bluesy thing. Up the gain here. And we've got there's actually a slide in on one of the guitars, but crazy cool. It's percussive, it's tough to do. Eddie Van Halen does a lot of this stuff. You got to get comfortable with because some of it's palm muted, some of it's not, but it's alternate picked, and it's an odd count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that type of vibe. Palm mute the opens. We're gonna go open E twice. And then 5A, we don't palm mute. You're going to do that 3 times. But think about it, it's 3s, it's an odd count, so down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then up, down, up, open E after that. Okay, so this part's tough to fit in there. 7-5 DG to 5-4 DG. To 3-2 DG. Once you get to the 3-2 on the D and G, you're gonna slide it to 5-4, slide it back to 3-2, pull off to open D. Okay, then open E, palm mute, down up into 5 D and G. Rest, and then open E. Palm mute once, and then 5, 7, 8 D, G, B, up, rest, followed by another one. So it ends with, here it is slower. You can alter the strum direction, Alan, if you want. This is how I'm feeling comfortable with it. And then that whole section goes 4 times. Then we hit section 2. And like I told you, I used two different uploaders. And I wrote them both on your cover sheet. There were some parts that were off a little bit, so I would revert back to the actual RATT, just the lyric video for it, or like a picture video. So now we're back to this, like we were using at the beginning of section 1, but you're going to go 4 times, and then you're going to do a 5th one, but when you hit the 5th fret on the A string, you're going to go down up. So slow, it's, and you'll do that twice. Try to keep separation between the open E and that 5A. You'll see me touching the low E with it when I press down. It's a great percussive exercise, even if you just focus on that. So it does that twice, and then you start again. 1, 2, 3. Gotta turn it over. And then, yeah, so then 3 times. And then 3 opens up top, palm muted. And then you do the ending of section 2, or section 1. That whole part is a section, and that's actually the verse in the song. And that goes 4 times. Section 3, 1:42 in. This cool little melody that's being played over you go. 3B, slide to 8. So you'll slide to 8, and then go 7G, 8B, hold. So it's bend, hold, release, and then 7/6GB, vibrato, slide to 5, go 7G, 5B, vibrato. So that sounds like this. 7/5, pull off on the G to 7D. And then there's a secondary one that ends different. You start it the same way. You go to the 6B, then you don't have to slide to 5, just go to it. You'll go 5B, and then 7, pull 5 on the G and D. And then 8, pull 5 on the A. So it's... Okay, and then after that we're going to go 3rd fret A, 5th fret D and G. I like to bar that with my 3rd finger, and then pinky 6B, the C suspended. So strum, quick strum twice, and then your next time you're going to pull off to the 5th fret B. So this finger, you're already barring the D and G, just make sure it's barring the B as well. So octaves. Open A, muted D, 2G. You're going to go 3 times on all these octaves except the last 2. 1, 2, 3. Make sure the D's muted. Okay, so same strings, 1st fret and 3rd fret. So we're muting the D still. 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and then when you get to the 4th fret, go twice. 5th fret twice. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, then section 1, 4 times, 1:58. And then section 4, 2 minutes, 13 seconds. And this is where I didn't use the guy doing the cover because he was missing some stuff here. It goes... It's going to have that little filler riff that he was leaving out. And then... So 8A, 10th fret D and G. I like to bar stuff like that, but some people use 3 fingers. 10A, slide to 12, to 10 D and G barred. Double stops is what they're called. And then keep that bar on the 10th fret, but go 12D. You're going to strum that with the 10G and pull off back to 10D. to 12A. I'm making it sound easy, but if you've never done double stops like that, they can be tricky. Do the same thing, but we're going to start on the 10th fret A, 12th fret D and G, and then 12 slide 14A, 12 D and G, 14 12 pull to 12 on the D to 14A. So it's the same exact thing as what I want you to see, just a whole step higher. Back to the first one, and then 10A, 12th fret D, G, and B four times. Break the first three, fourth one, let it ring. Okay, then we move on to page 4. Solo 1, 2 minutes 21 seconds. We're going to go 10th fret on the B. We're going to slide that to 13, and then upstroke the 13. Okay, and then go 12, pull 10. So it's, now you're set up for this part. 13, pull 10, 12, pull 10, two times there. So 13B, bend, hold, release, vibrato. And then 12B, we're going to half step, bend, release, pull to 10. And then go 12G, bend, 10 on the B and G, 12D, 10, hammer 12 vibrato. So it's, do it again. Okay, 12G, and then 10 B and E, and then you'll go down, down, up on that. And then 13, pull 10 on the B, 10 on the high E after that. Make sure you watch the pick directions on this, because that can really, it's kind of a trick thing with Warren. Players like him and Lynch and Eddie, it can throw you off if you're picking it wrong. 13, pull 10 B, 12G bend. So it's, oops, 10 B, and then go 13G, pull to 12. No, 13G, 12, pull 10G. So you have 12 DG, 12 10 DG, and then 12 10 D, slide to 12. So it's, now that 10 D that you're going to slide up, use your third finger. I almost missed that. 10G, 12D, 13G, half step bend, and then go 10 on the G, 12D, D vibrato. So I put that 12 in parentheses because it's the downbeat of section 2, which comes back in. So if you're playing along with it, you can write it through and you gotta know where to cut back in or take that note out so you can jump in at the next rhythm. The next new part is the solo, and it starts at 3 minutes 38 seconds. E and A string, just hit them. We'll go 5G, slide to 7, and then 5G vibrato. Then you'll go 5 on the G. You're going to do a big series of trills, hammers and pulls to the 7th fret. It'll go a while. And then it picks up here, 4D, 5G. Pinch 5G, slide to 7. 5G, 7D, slide to 5, pull to 3, 5A vibrato. So you have pinch 3D, half step bend to 3A vibrato. And this is cool. 5A, and then 3 hammer to 4 in the D. Right back to that 4, 5, D and G. And that comes in at 401. Okay, and then this is really cool too. 2G, we're going to slide to 4. And then 3E. 4G, slide to 2. It's a hold as you play the 2 high E vibrato as a chord. So it's 5D, and then we got to go to page 5. Yeah, this is cool too. 5D, muted G, 5B. I'm going to use the second and third finger. Slide to 7s and slide to 5s. And then palm mute 4D, middle finger. And then we're going to do the same concept, but it's 4D, muted G, 3B. It's a little trickier though, because you're going to strum those three, slide them to 5-5, slide them back to 4-3. So the D string travels a half step while the B string travels a whole step. But he goes. Oops. Another concept like that. 2D, muted G, 1B, whole step slide to 4-3 and back to 2-1. So really you've got. Love it. 409. For the next timestamp, 10D, hammer to 12. And then 10G, hammer 14, pull 10. And you see Warren's long fingers. This is nothing for him. 12, pull 10 on the G after that. And then palm mute 12D. And we're going to go 10G. And that'll be an upstroke. So 12, 10 on the D, hammer 12. And now we're kind of starting over. 10G, hammer 14, pull 10, hammer 12, pull 10.